was for high Gyamfi news. Mema Obibia Akwaba. Latest hot enkwa Aramede Bremo. Na ansana ensebni nyina bebano. So when you subscribe ya bomori ya se over subscribe. Na wa like video no give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up na fi share ma wo fufro so na when you be here na wo ensemwa ekoso ewo Ghana memo. Afi yenhwe eye ensemwa abeto yepono so. Inti eye sankobo ya ekoso mama yenti.
So the same Office of the Special Prosecutor has listed assets Mustapha Hamid. You see, in Mustapha Hamid's case, okay, there is a video of what Mustapha Hamid said before Akufo Addo won elections, right? You have the video, okay?
Yeah.
So when I finish speaking, play it again for the 1,000th time. Let the public refresh their memory, lest they all forget. Now, let me tell you what the court has seized for Mustapha Hamid. The man who cried on TV that he was going to fix Ghana. Inshallah. Remember that? Okay. Hopeson Adorye fuel tanker. GT 692624. Sinotech fuel tanker. GT 670424. Sinotech fuel tanker GT 623024. Sinotech sidetrack articulator head GN 175924. Sidetrack articulator head GN 173924. I'm talking about what has been confirmed by the court. Okay. King's Energy Filling Station, Millennium City, completed. King's Energy Filling Station, La Paz, completed. King's Energy, Opekuma, completed. King's Energy Filling Station, Dansuma, completed. Parcel of land, 0.22 acre, La Paz, Okaikwe, North, Accra. Parcel of land, 0.20 acre, Odoko, Ablekuma, North, Accra. 0.43 acres, Salaga Road, to the north. Land, Kulikuli School, Tamale, underdeveloped. 1.14 acre parcel of land, Adenta, Accra. Then, if you will indulge me, this is what the court has confirmed, okay? Court has confirmed. Let me repeat that for emphasis. And then yet to be confirmed by the court. The Atlas Suite, Airport City. The address, 1 bedroom, Roman Ridge. The address, studio type, Roman Ridge. The address, studio apartment, Roman Ridge. The Bantry, 1 bedroom, airport residential area. Beyond residence, Roman Ridge, completed. The Monarch, 1 bedroom deluxe, completed on Drake Avenue. The Monarch, 1 bedroom deluxe, Drake Avenue, completed. The Monarch, 1 bedroom deluxe. I'm not recurring, this is not 0.333, different properties I'm talking about. I haven't lost my speech or my train of thought. The Signature Apartment, 10 Boundary Road, and on and on and on. So, Richard, let me give you a piece of advice coming from me to you as a friend who deeply agonized when you had that accident on the Kumasi Road. If I were you, I wouldn't be defending any of this. I have talked to you about what the court has confirmed. That's not a dispute. You can dispute what the court hasn't confirmed. You see, throughout all the changing scenes of our life in this country.
Before you proceed with that, Kojo, sorry. Are these properties Mustapha Hamid's properties?
What the court has confirmed, what do you think? What the court, are they mine? Or is it for Richard?
Really?
When the court confirms that the property belongs to you, what are you saying?
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. You should go to law school.
I probably should.
Law school, I probably should go to law school.
I probably should.
You see?
Throughout the changing seas of time, yeah.
Richard, I was in deep agony when you had that issue because you were on your way to mount yet another defense of a moribund, corrupt government. Okay? Manifestly corrupt, inherently corrupt to the bone. Listen, before this government came to power, I used to tell you they were a band of brigands and buccaneers. Was I right or was I wrong? Because I told you I knew them. They were members of my family. I told you. Was I right or was I wrong? For which reason I suffered so much opprobrium over 8 years. Richard, I have a picture. I'll show it to you. In 2019, my son, your nephew Rahim, came to me at Christmas time. And he said to me that he realized that I was under a lot of pressure. That's a 6-year-old talking. So he didn't want any presents. All he wanted was a Christmas tree. I have that picture. You know, when you talk about persecution, do you know how many times I was arrested? But no, whoa. The reason why I'm saying it, I don't pretend you don't know. Because you do.
I was just saying that we shouldn't continue if there was...
That is their usual excuse.
No,
Richard, I'm the only new employee at FIC. Raymond is the only new employee at Yoko. Charles Kipo is the only new employee at and I could go on and on and on. What has changed? What you used to do there, have we taken NDC people to that place and you moved everybody who was there? You know, I went to Yoko under my current circumstances. The gentleman at the reception, in a very jovial manner, told me, hey, Mr. Boafo, your seat is empty. Because there was a special place in the corner there where I used to sit when I was summoned there. On my 50th birthday, you people put me in a spot of bother because Dr. Randiabe innocuously posted my picture that I was 50 years old today. You know what happened? Within 30 minutes, I had a call that they wanted me at Yoko. So I'm to sit at Yoko from 9 o'clock to 6 p.m. And then they told me that they didn't want me. You're talking about persecution. Persecution? Richard, you should be upset that you fell into a pothole and had an accident because somebody has stolen money that should have been used to fix that road. We are in a country where we have not been able to put a first-class road between our two major cities. And we are sitting here.
So that's your arrest?
Oh, you have that video too? I was arrested when I arrived in this country, Kotoka International Airport. The people who arrested me on arrival, they are still there. They are still there. Are you talking about persecution?
Which year was this?
Oh, sometime there.
Why are you making emotional?
No, I'm not emotional. Listen,
no, I'm talking about showing.
I have gotten past my pain. I've gotten past being personal. In fact, that has taught me that I don't want anybody to go through what me and some of my colleagues went through. I do not want anybody in this country to go through the experience. You see, me, as a person, I can take it. Why? If you kill me, you've killed me. Assuming that all you put me through ends my life. I'm gone. But what about my family? What about that 6-year-old who realized that his father was under duress and all he wanted was a Christmas tree? And you're sitting here talking about this guy who wanted to sanitize Ghana and now has a raft of Sinotrucks, apartments. I mean, he is such an equal opportunity offender. He has property all over Ghana. From Tamale to La Paz. He might as well have gone to Achimota School from Gambaga to Accra. Right? During the time that they were chasing me, did anybody tell you I bought a block? Huh? Did you hear that I bought a single cement block? You see, some of the disgusting things that you people did. Dr. Spiogabra. Dr. Spiogabra has been a minister in this country since the 1980s. He was ambassador to the US. Dr. Spiogabra was instrumental in bringing the first US president to visit this country, And yet, you people had the cojones to drag that senior citizen to Iyoko and chase him over a charity that he had for kids with disabled learning. How despicable can you be? And then you sit there and you are talking about trial by media. So the public who paid Dr. Ayini, they shouldn't tell them what he's doing. Because you people come out and say the man is not doing anything. And then he's telling the public what he's doing. Why are you complaining? What are you complaining about? I expected you, my brother, to come out here and say that what Dr. Ayini is saying is not true. But what you are saying is that he is trying people by media. Right? What the OSP is saying, is it true or is it a lie? Moro, you know why? By a preponderance, you should believe what the OSP is saying. The OSP has never come out and said Richard has stolen anything. Am I lying?
Right.
Because he hasn't stolen anything. When they were stealing, they didn't give him some. Probably because of where he comes from. But they didn't give him some. Oh, my money be. Right? And he continues to soldier on. And you know what? In the distant future, when they come to power, they will give him a letterhead and ask him to keep protesting that he hasn't been giving anything. Right? Whilst those belong, go and steal. Moro, take it from me when I tell you that there's more coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
But let me just respond to one or two things. The New Patriotic Party,
Okay.
unequivocally, is against corruption and any act of corruption. As a party, we are against it. We are not for. We will not defend people who, for purposes of serving the state, have misconducted themselves, have abused office for personal gain. The New Patriotic Party, it's not our tradition, it's not our idea, it's not our objective, it is not what we exist to do to defend that.
Right.
So let it be stated very unambiguously that that is not what we are saying when we say that the Attorney General, the OSP, should, instead of coming to the media, seek attention in court rather than seeking notice at the podium.
Okay.
Okay? Number two, on the matter of Dr. Abdul Hamid Mustapha and the issues and the things or the items that Kojo mentioned, these are, as far as I know, I don't know, Kojo probably has an advanced information, but I don't know that a court has admitted any of those things as having been assets.
It's on the OSP statement. Unless the OSP,
but the OSP is lying.
No, but the OSP cannot lie about what the court has confirmed. That is sacrilege.
But we're saying that at present, okay, there's a counter statement that is very clear incontrovertible in its language.
The OSP brought out that confirmed property that have been seized by the court.
But you know, the OSP...
In response to that statement from
but
the court,
I'm just saying that
the lawyers came out yesterday.
No problem.
Not today.
No problem. But I'm saying that the OSP has changed his position on this Mustapha Hamid matter several times, I'm aware. Okay? It says it's one thing and changes charges and up and down. Things have not been straight. Okay. Now, the fact that the lawyers for Dr. Hamid have responded to that claim that there are some assets linked to Dr. Hamid cannot be disputed here. It has to be disputed in court. Based on what you are saying, if indeed the matter was relating to those properties, is admitted by a court, giving some evidence that indeed is linked to him, I don't think his lawyers will come here and contradict that. Moro.
Okay.
So they are both in court. Right. They are in court. So they have knowledge about what the proceedings are. And so if a court has admitted and they fail to submit evidence to disprove what the special prosecutor alleges, and the court accepts that as fact, they won't come and issue a statement to disprove it. So at this present time, what the special prosecutor has said cannot be taken as fact.
Okay.
And more, wait, you can't run away like that.
Because I'm fair for stealing nothing.
Oh no, but yeah, democracy
You can be charged for stealing nothing. There are many innocent people in jail. You know that. So you go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Well, in this present environment where there are
also
two
because OSP are shaping place.
In the environment where we have two categories of citizens, what he's saying is not unimaginable. It can be done.
The category change since. I think the category of citizenry has changed since January 7. The hunters have become the hunters.
There were one category of citizens which were all citizens.
You see,
but under you, we have the NDC citizens.
Let me go back to an African literary legend who said that when the lion begins to tell a story, tales of the hunt will be taken differently. It has always been told from the point of view of the hunter. Now the hunter is hunted.
Interestingly, the hunter has not told any story.
Now the hunter is wearing pink.
The lion story. The lion story.
Now the hunted are wearing pink lace.
No problem. So Kojo says that what has changed, Moro, that since he's come, what has changed? That he's the only new employee at FIC. Ioko, one employee new. So essentially, nothing has changed. But Moro, everything has changed. Completely, everything has changed.
Okay.
This is not a Ghana we used to know, where you were equal before the law, I was equal before the law, he was equal before the law. Now, some are more equal under the law than others. Leadership, Moro, is cause. Everything is effect. That's what has changed. The kind of leadership we are getting is what is creating this uneven application of the law. So, Kojo, that's what has changed.
Okay.
And my view, humbly, is that if the special prosecutor would stop this media effort, and do this business in court. Because what issuance is giving, we don't need. Moro, allow me. No, don't just say that. Because you have said a lot of things. And you see, I have plenty of notes. So let me just
made that point.
No, but
refrain from media trial.
No problem. But the point I am...
But you are trying in the media.
That is the heart of the matter.
You are trying me in the media.
No, I'm coming. Moro, but for that, Kojo will not be that emphatic. Okay, there is a problem created in the country now where these individuals are deemed already to have committed those crimes. So if we are mentioning that, it ought to stop. That's why we are mentioning it. There is nothing more to say besides that. So the idea is that we must make sure that the law is applied equally. And the Attorney General and Special Prosecutor, if they stop this media trial, attention can be focused on the prosecution effort to be able to hold people accountable.
All right.
So that people are not held in the court of public opinion as being guilty when they have not committed any crime.
Well, Richard,
have not committed any crime.
I get the point.
This conversation is very important.
Okay.
So I'm sure your producers will indulge us. You see, Richard, your counter to the facts I laid bare was that we can't go on like that. Let's just assume it is true.
You didn't let me finish. I mean, could you start the whole conversation?
No. I'm not. Listen, Richard. You and I can have a conversation. We are not.
He's your brother. Remember,
we are not adversaries. Okay.
Moro, am I being
we both ran away from America and came back.
When is that?
We are not adversaries.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You see, listen, Richard. Let's just assume that what you are saying is true, and let me indulge you that for a moment. That yet to me, 2 days ago, Sammy was sitting on a Kissi saying, and he said that when MPP comes to power, they will have Yoko in every district. Sammy.
But Bakoyo?
The Deputy General Secretary of Galamsey Republic, that's Sammy.
No, Kojo. Kojo, you know, right? Moro, I made that point, Kojo, respectfully. You know, I made that point that in the unlikely event a bad person takes office, these have become precedents.
A bad person has already taken office.
No. I'm just saying, just get a point.
So that precedent has already been set.
No, but I'm saying that
your administration was so bad that the vice president said he had no hand in anything that was going on.
Hold on. That's a separate conversation. But the point I am saying is that you are charting a certain path. And what Sammy is saying, and I understand him to be saying, is that becomes a model for others to copy. That's the substance of what he's saying.
Sammy does not speak with substance. He's not like you.
No, you can't.
I am saying, why? Do you know him what I mean?
Oh, no. But the point,
I said he was sitting on Asempa, running his mouth. Please. You haven't listened to what he said. I listened. And I am telling you what he said.
I know Sammy. Okay?
Right?
What he's saying, you literally want to take it. But I'm saying the substance, the import.
What you are doing is what you do best. You are cleaning it up.
Oh, no. I'm saying that there's a literal understanding of what somebody says.
You are doing a softer version.
Remember when something was said here?
You are doing a softer version of Mr. Lomoto right here.
Hold on. You remember when we said something? Maybe I should just say, when we said, in describing something, we said, you were careful to say that. Was there any pun intended in that? Because you don't want to take him literally. Okay, so you cannot take Sammy literally on what he said. The import of what he's saying is that what path you are charting could influence other people tomorrow. Stop it. That's what he's saying.
Richard, so will I be wrong in taking it literally rather than figuratively?
But what is the best?
Okay, you can ask my mate. I said because so I'm taking it literally.
No problem. So here we are calling your attention. Say, don't take it literally. Take it based on.
That's Mr. Lomote's name right there. Cleaning it up. Continue cleaning it up.
So Boro. So the danger, okay, in all of this thing. Again, to reinforce the position. You see, Kojo was very emphatic and saying they were bad people. They have corrupted themselves. And I told you they're a bunch of this, a bunch of that. It's simply because of what the Attorney General is doing.
But I said it years ago. I said it, Dr. Yini didn't come back from Stanford.
No problem. I'm just saying that.
When I said it, Dr. Yini was still studying Stanford.
But so let's borrow what you have just introduced. Baby Adri. There's no evidence. There is no evidence to substantiate what Dr. Ayine is putting out. There's no evidence to substantiate what the special prosecutor has put out. The only forum for that is the court. But that has not been done. But somehow, Kojo believes that without recourse to any other.
Speaking about substance, proof, evidence, etc., there's somebody who sent a message. The person's identity I would not reveal for very good reasons. But the person says there were two people, said they're confused about something. Now, the person wants to know if the OSP statement said that the seized money and the asset actually belonged to Dr. Mustapha Hamid, because remember there are 9 other accused people in the NPA matter. So, and of course with 3 companies involved. So the person wants to be sure, did the OSP say that these seized assets actually belong to Dr. Mustapha Hamid or belongs to some other persons?
Well, from what you read,
Yeah.
But from what you read, they are intending to link those to Dr. Hamid, which is the reason his lawyers issued that statement.
I mean, the statement that the OSP made is implicit. It was a response.
It should be explicit.
It was a response.
It should be explicit.
Quote,
it
was a response to Dr. Hamid's obligation when he came out of court. It was a response. So what do you want them to tell you?
No problem.
No,
so that's a clear message.
No, actually,
it has nothing to do with it.
Actually, Kojo.
Well, look, there's not much to say. I mean, I've seen victims of electoral violence, and I've said this over and over again. I went to the observance of the anniversary of what happened at Aremeyaw West Wogon. And then I saw people who would never be able to work again. I saw people who would never be able to walk again. I saw people with mutilated bodies and so on. You understand? And I saw people who have family, they have children, who have to be cared for and so on. Who for the only reason that they went to cast their ballots were fired at by a state-organized gang. State-organized, government-organized gang. And I sit back today, and sometimes I watch the videos of Aremeyaw West Wogon. If you watch those videos, sometimes it looks like the stories we hear about Papa Dog and Baby Dog. You know, about the era of the Tonton Makuts and so on. And I wonder, and I've heard many other stories about those who were killed and so on. And I think that we have to do something about this situation. And one of the things that we can do about this situation is to re-establish the facts, to investigate these matters, and to make sure that the law takes its course. And that's why I was so very happy in the first instance when candidate Mahama promised that these matters will be investigated and that there will be action taken. You understand? That those responsible will be punished. Now, Sana, I was more than happy when the process of inquiry was established and it began to work. And I should have been even happier when the report of the inquiry was made public. Unfortunately, most unfortunately, the Minister for Interior misspoke. He misspoke and has led to all kinds of things. Can anybody deny the fact that death was recorded in elections 2020 and 2024 in that constituency. What is it? Kaswa? No, not Senya. Nobody can deny the fact. People died. That is one of the most volatile constituencies in our country. There was one instance when the sitting member of parliament actually admitted that she went to the polling station with a gun and she fired the gun. Her own admission, her own words. So you see, when the Minister of Interior spoke and gave the impression that nothing untoward happened in that constituency, it was exceedingly worrying. Because something happened. You understand? And because the Minister of Interior misspoke, it had led to all kinds of consequences. I mean, debates, arguments about what the facts are. The current sitting member of parliament has had to hold a press conference. The former sitting member of parliament has had to issue a statement claiming she's been vindicated. There was one instance when she was actually on a radio station praying to God to forgive those who accuse her. And so on. And it is difficult for me to tell what happened. What really happened? And what is really contained in the report of the inquiry? You know, so I'm dying to see a copy of the report of the inquiry. I'm sitting back and I'm saying, look, perhaps what the inquiry said was that some facts could not be established because witnesses refused to come forward and speak. That's fine, no problem. But to say that witnesses did not come forward to speak and therefore nothing happened, when we have dead bodies as evidence, it's a bit problematic. You know, it's quite problematic. So I want to understand what is contained in that report. I haven't read the report, which is a handicap for me. I haven't read the report at all. What I know is what the Minister of Interior said, the reaction of the former member of parliament, the reaction of the sitting member of parliament, and the reactions of the public. That's all I have. Okay. So I'm really, really hoping that in the days ahead, I'll be able to get a copy of the authentic report to read in order to understand all of these and to place them in proper perspective. But otherwise, I think the fact that it appears that the Minister of Interior misspoke has more or less devalued and otherwise something that we should all have cherished and praised. You understand? But whatever it is, the figures are staggering. The number of dead, the number of injured. If I remember correctly, 14 people had varying degrees of injuries. And about 5 or 4 people actually died as a result of election violence. You know, and I hear this, and I compare this to what happens in other countries. I feel embarrassed. Masa, you go to a country like Cuba, you know those who supervise elections. You won't find one gun at the polling station. School children actually supervise elections. And sometimes when you tell others, they say, oh, because there's no competition. It's a lie. Elections are contested vigorously, seriously. If you want to be a member of parliament in Cuba, you have to come up with your plan. You have to show what you're going to do in the community. You have to be discussing the health needs of the people and how you're going to meet them. You know, it's vigorous. And yet it is being managed, the polling station is managed by school children. You know, But there's something else. There's something else. I told a friend of mine who was so surprised. In a place like Cuba, being a member of parliament is not a job. You understand? So, Sana, you are the presenter of a morning show in Radio Gold. When you win elections as a member of parliament, you remain a presenter of the morning show in Radio Gold and take your pay as presenter of the morning show in Radio Gold. When there's a parliamentary session, they have parliamentary sessions. Radio Gold then releases you to go to parliament and serve your community. When you finish, you come back to Radio Gold and work. There's no ex gratia award. There's no Article 71 office holders, nothing. So if you're a teacher, you remain a teacher. If you're a university professor, you remain a university professor. No special privilege. And it works.
Thank you. Thank you. On the matter of the debt, in fact, this is a quote from the minister. It says 6 each from the 2020 and the 2024 general elections, which collectively led to 15 deaths and 40 injured. Yes. Yes, yes. So the numbers are quite staggering. And it says this incident spanned multiple regions, including Bono East, Greater Accra, Bono, Northern, Central, Savannah, and Ashanti. So
thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.